Hi everyone, this is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets. Welcome back everyone. For everyone new here, just to let you know, I review a lot of audio gear, headphones and such like. I also look at smartphone cameras as well and other sort of tech stuff that interests me. You can find me on my socials, on Twitter and Instagram, both are Gavin's Gadgets. Please subscribe and that'd be handy, thank you very much. So this is the brand new THX Onyx portable DAC headphone amp. I'm going to give it a good test. I have tested this with iOS devices using the Lightning connection. I'll show you how you do that. I've also done it on computers, iPad, Android phones. I've tried to pick a whole different selection of different stuff and I've had no issues at all. I'm going to show you what you get in the box very quickly and how it works, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to discuss the sound quality and how they compare to some other DAC amps. Let's go check everything out. So let's take a quick look at what you get in the box. As you can see, it says here it's THX AAA. It's got the MQA as a renderer, and it has the ESS ES9281 Pro DAC built in. So I'm going to show you how this works close up and how the lights work. Let's have a look. First of all, what you get in the box. The first thing you'll notice is it does have a quick start guide here, and in a nutshell, what you're meant to do is plug this in first into whatever device you're using it, and I have tested it with every single device I've got. Do not ignore this. When you first plug this or plug headphones in, make sure the volume on anything that you're playing from is at its lowest setting. Very important. And it does say it is very, very high. And it says make sure it's at 10%. So do pay attention to that. There's some details on the back of this on getting a 30-day trial. Then there's this little booklet here that runs through how and everything works, and I'll show you what you get in the box. I'll also explain how to connect it and whatever else. But I will show you here the status indicators. So here, if you have the blue lights, you're at standard quality. If you are yellow, you are at high resolution, and red is DSD, and the pink is at the MQA renderer. So you know exactly whatever. You also know how the power saving lights work. So it's pretty good in terms of telling you what's going on. So let's show you what you get in the box. Well, this is the device itself, and you'll see that's where your 3.5 headphone jack is. The lights are here on this part here. Got a little tag, and there's your USB-C. Now, if you've got USB-A connectors, then simply it comes with an adapter. You plug in, that works. Now, if you're using an iOS device with Lightning, Apple sell two different DAC dongles. That's the original, and this is the newer version. I've got both. The newer version has power in as well, and is actually better. However, that doesn't work. You need the cheaper official Apple USB-A to Lightning if you want to use this with your iPhone or with an iPad or any other iOS device with Lightning. And that is how you do it. So you USB-C, you put the adapter on, then you plug that into that. You plug this first into your Lightning device. You wait for all the lights to do their thing, which I'll show you on a non-Lightning device. It's the same principle. Then you plug your headphones in. Then you make sure the volume is right down low. Right, let's just show this working. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, is plug this in. And when it plugs in, you'll notice the lights, one light, two, does this little check, and now it's ready. So if you were to plug some headphones in, it does have a power saving mode as well, but if you plug the headphones in, look what happens to the lights. It now goes to one light, comes back on. So now if we press play, and you can see that we're at the standard blue quality here. If you've got the Tidal app, this, even using the Lightning connection, you will get the MQA straight from streaming Tidal on your iPhone or iPad. So this is USB-C, but obviously that's how it works. It's very, very simple. One other neat trick about this is the ability, they do have this magnetic option here to keep the item safely stored. I think it's, personally wish it was more like that, but it's like that. There we go. Let's talk more about sound quality now. So what does this little gem sound like? Well, the first thing, compared to other DAC dongles, and I've had everything from my Basso, you can check some of the reviews. In fact, I think I've actually got, see if I can leave a link at the end, a video where I went through every single DAC dongle that existed, and there was so many. But I've had the high disc, the iBasso ones, you name it, I've had them. This, in terms of build quality, how they've achieved this, is fantastic. Yes, it's bigger than most, but it is very, very well built, and I like how they've done this. So I've tested a range of headphones with these, from the Beyerdynamics, the DT1990 Pros, and they're 250 ohms. 250 ohms. They do say these have a ideal range from 22 to 1000 ohm headphones. I did test a number of very sensitive headphones with these, and I did have to have the volume right all the way down. So if you've got a device that has too big a jumps between the early stages in the volume, you'll find this gets loud very quickly, especially on those very, very sensitive type IEMs in particular. But I said I didn't have any problems with the IEMs that I was trying, and I did have some ridiculously sensitive ones. Your mileage may vary, obviously. Part of that was because the IEMs were over the 20 ohms or 22 ohms that these say, but I did test some other cheaper ones. It is better to use higher ohm headphones, 16 ohm plus, definitely, because of the sensitivity and how loud this gets. And I'll talk about the fact, because of that THX AAA circuitry inside, the volume on this and what it can achieve is pretty awesome. I used Tidal, no problem, streamed it. I wanted to test sort of the iPhone. I used my iPhone 12 Pro Max, worked fine, and I got MQA straight out of the iPhone. That was actually quite a neat setup, and the same with my iPad Pro 11. That worked fine. For anything I tried, everything worked as you'd expect. So I also tried a range of Hi-Fi Man headphones, Sundara's, the new HE 400 SEs I've just reviewed last week. Just went through a whole different section, some Sennheiser HD, the 600s and the 599s as well. This thing just blows everything to pieces. It's got such power, such clarity, and such detail. So if I'm talking about detail, so it's very dark sound as well. So there's no colouring as far as I'm concerned. It's very neutral. So you have extreme detail with hardly any distortion in the treble and in the mid. Very impactful bass, very dynamic. It's absolutely amazing what this thing can do. What it does do, obviously, it's drawing power from the device to keep it functioning. So your battery consumption will be quicker when using this, but really, I don't think that matters too much, but you just got to be aware of that. So I was listening to these tracks, I put them up. These are my set tracks that I use for all my headphone and audio type gear reviews, and it just obliterated all of them. So where you've got sudden deep bass, the timing and the speed is just fantastic on this. It really, really, really is good, and it's easily one of my favourite. Some of you might ask, how does it compare to other devices? Well, if you've got some that you want to talk to me about, just ask the questions. There's far too many to mention. But I will just mention something which is quite a lot more expensive, which is the i5i DSV Diablo, which I reviewed a short while back. Because these, I think, you know, this is sort of £900 versus £200. And don't kid yourself, this sounds better. It sounds a lot better, in fact. But it's £900. But this is just phenomenal. I think it kicks a lot of portable headphone amp DACs. You know, I'm just quite astonished. One thing that you can't do on a iOS device with Lightning, the Lightning connection, is there is no mic support. You can use the mics on other devices, but Apple don't allow it in the way that they've got this configured. If ever we get USB-C on an iPhone, then we should be back in business, but not when you have to use the Lightning connector. And don't forget, you must use the original official Apple connection adapter, as I shown in the what's in the box section. I absolutely love this, actually. It's just so good. Sound quality, just going back to that, so you've got a good sound stage, got good presence, good separation between all the instruments, slams down deep, and it's, again, very little noise, very little distortion. It's really recommended. If you've got any questions, let me know. This is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets. Bye for now. Catch you guys soon.